one thing is to upload the data to the cloud so that you could have analytical data for decision making. Then you could generate an alert whenever the value goes high, the temperature sensors goes high. Okay, so I have used a DHT11 sensors like humidity and temperature sensor. Like it has 3 pins, like the VCC pin, ground, as well as data pin. So the data is communicated on a single line. The Arduino IDE has an inbuilt functions for reading the data, like the other LPC 2148 series or LPC 4088 series. Like you no need to write the protocol on Arduino. You could just concentrate on the application. Okay, so to read the data from the DHT11, just if you implement 2 lines of code, you could do that. But I want you to go through the LPC 2148 and LPC 4088 DHT11 series, like how the DHT11 works and what is the timing diagram and how it sends the data, like how the data is transmitted from DHT11. Like, so I want you to go through that. Okay, so basically it has 3 pins, VCC, ground, and data, and it is connected to the NodeMCU, and data is connected to D1 pin. Okay, so it has a Wi-Fi module. The NodeMCU has Wi-Fi. So just if you connect DHT11 sensors to D1, it is enough. So the cost will be like 800. It will cost like 800 rupees to you could within 1000 rupees you could finish the project. You could finish the project of forest fire detection using NodeMCU. Okay, so I have connected to D1 series here. So these are the hardware requirements. You need a NodeMCU and a humidity and temperature sensor. It is DHT11. Okay, both are available. There are separate sensors also available for humidity as well as for temperature sensor. You could choose LM35 for analog temperature sensor, and other digital temperature sensors are also available. But if you choose DHT11, it will be low cost, as well as you could get both the humidity as well as temperature on that. Okay, and software requirements, you need Arduino IDE as well as the board management for the NodeMCU, the JSON file link which you have to configure. I have given the explanation on the first day. And then like you need a cloud API, ThingSpeak account. Okay, you need a ThingSpeak account and IFTTT. Like IFTTT is for sending sending an email. Okay, for sending an email. So let's go for the demo. So I have connected this NodeMCU to this DHT1. Okay, I have connected this node. If you check here, like the humidity and temperature data has been like the 3 pins. Okay, the 3 pins of the data has been connected to D1. So this is D1. This is D1. Okay, this connected to D1. Okay, this connected to D1, and VCC ground has been connected. Okay, so the hardware part is only this much. Okay, so I just open the Arduino IDE. I just open this Arduino IDE. I just opened the Arduino IDE. Okay. So I go for I save this file save as forest fire detection. Okay, forest. So hash define, first I define the software version. Okay, version is ThingSpeak.com. Okay, ThingSpeak.com. hash include, okay, just hash include, like you include the header file esp8266 wi-fi.h. Okay, wi-fi.h, hash include dht.h. These are the header files which you have to include. Okay, you declare dht to dht. Declare what pin it has hash define. Okay, dht11 dht11 underscore pin is connected to d1. Okay, it is connected to d1 and Wi-Fi client. Wi-Fi client. Okay, Wi-Fi server. Okay. So F should be caps here. So include the header files. Okay, this is to define the dht11. So just define hash define dht11 underscore pin has to be connected to d1. Okay, it is connected to d1 of the NodeMCU. Declare Wi-Fi client. Okay, so the constant for the Wi-Fi password. Okay, constant SSID. SSID is the Wi-Fi username. So ZTE, this is my Wi-Fi username, ZTE. '78. Okay, and I have to define the password. Okay, I have to define the password. Okay, so ThingSpeak server IP address you have to pass. Server ThingSpeak server is api.thingspeak.com. api.thingspeak.com. Okay, and string. This is the API key, which I'll tell you, I'll show you. It should be, you have to copy this thing from the ThingSpeak account, 6L0H. Okay, 383S. I'll show you. Just open the Chrome. Okay, so just go for thingspeak.com. I already logged in. Okay, I just sign out and I again log in. If you don't have an account, you have to create this account. Okay, I just give mail to g@yahoo.com, my account. So this is free. Sign in. Okay, so this is the one which I have created, ESD NodeMCU demo. Like, you go for channel settings and API keys, you just copy this key. Just copy this key, come for the Arduino IDE. So you could paste it here. Okay, you could paste it here. Okay, so declare a function void connect Wi-Fi. Okay, so Wi-Fi dot begin. Okay, I have to pass the SSID and the password to connect this Wi-Fi. Okay, put a while loop. Dot status. Okay, status. Okay, so just give a delay of 1000 milliseconds. This is to print on the, this is just to print on the serial port. Okay, just to print on this serial port. You begin the server dot begin. Just copy this one. Server started. Okay. Server started, and you could use this URL to connect, just to print it on the print. So it will assign a serial print. It will assign a local IP. Okay, so Wi-Fi, always F should be caps. Wi-Fi local IP. Okay, this is to print on a new line. Auto format. I just click auto format. Okay, so just I connect this Wi-Fi, and the next is to send data. The next function is to send data. Okay, so void send data TS of void. Okay, so just put int, you just check DHT dot read 11 DHT11 underscore pin. So I just read this data from this pin. Serial should be S dot print. This is the first is the humidity. humidity, temperature, okay. DHT dot humidity. Come on, okay. And next is the temperature. Okay. DHT dot temperature. So just you make it, just leave a delay for 2000 milliseconds. If client connect, okay, if client dot connect of ts underscore server is api.thingspeak.com at port 80. Okay. So you just copy string or string, you post a string, post ts underscore api underscore key, okay, plus this is the field one, this is the field one, okay, this is the field one. Okay, this is field one. Convert this to string, convert this value to string, dht dot humidity, comma 1, okay, and this is field 2, convert this to string, temperature. So this code is same for if you're going to use only the ThingSpeak account, you have to change, okay, the username and password. Okay, /r and /n. This is field. This is field 1. This is field 2. Okay. So if you check this ThingSpeak API, it will be here, like the API, and like the right channel field. Field 1 equal to, okay, 0. So the API key, this is the API key and field 1, and then we have to give field 2. So once client dot print, okay, equal post this one, post okay, /update http slash, this is the format, thingspeak.com/n. So this is the API key. This is the API key. TS underscore API underscore key. Okay, this is the API key plus /n. Okay. So content type. Post. Delay of 100. Okay. So just come for this setup. You just declare for serial.begin for the serial port, serial.begin of 9600, and give delay of 10. Okay. Connect Wi-Fi. Connect Wi-Fi. And loop, for loop, while loop, you just send data. Send data to the cloud. Okay. Data TS. Give delay of okay. So I compile this program. I check for the error. I go for the device manager and check the board. Check the board like COM ports. Okay, it is connected to COM13. So we are getting an error here like this should be of capital letter. Okay, capital letter. Let me compile this program again. For dht.h, you need the libraries. Okay, you just go for this libraries, documents. Okay, you have documents, Arduino libraries. You need these libraries, DHT libraries, DHT sensor library. Okay, only if you have this libraries on Arduino, like I have provided those libraries on the portal, so you could download this libraries. So you'll get this command. Okay, Okay. Let me check for the error. Okay. So I recompile the program. Okay. So this should be Wi-Fi, should be F, should be caps. Okay. So else it will show error. Let me check. Wi-Fi control, Wi-Fi. Save this program and compile this program again. Yes, should be small. Okay, status. So I have compiled this code. Now let me check for the error. Before token, okay. Client control. Okay, so you could copy this line. So the only thing which you need to modify is the username. This is the Wi-Fi username. This is the Wi-Fi password, and this API key which you have to take from the ThingSpeak account. And you have to configure well, like which pin the DHT11 has been connected. Okay. The rest of the thing is same. Okay, I have compiled this program now. Let us check for the data on the ThingSpeak. So private view. Okay, so I'm just getting a data less than a minute ago. Okay, I'm just getting this data now. Okay, so we just go for IFTTT. Here you I have already signed in. Okay, mail to g@yahoo.com. I'll just log out and I'll log in this one. Okay, log in this one. So first time it will ask for a OTP, like it will send a OTP to your mail ID, and you have to configure this mail ID here. My applets. Okay, you just go for my applets. So you could create a new applet here. I have already created an applet here. So I'm just going to delete this one. Okay, so disconnected this one. So I just go for my applets, create. Okay, if this add a webhook, you just type a webhook, okay, add a webhook. Okay, so I just give this name as DHT11, create trigger, then that add a email. Okay, add an email, click this, send me an email. Okay, the event name, you could add this event name according maker webhook service. Okay, whatever the name you could create action. Create action, continue. Okay, at mail@gwatr.com. If maker event DHT11, then send me an email at mail@gwatr.com. Finish. So now it's connected now. Just go for this NodeMCU, just go for apps, MATLAB analysis, click MATLAB analysis here. So I have read the channel triggered email too. Okay. Okay, so you have to write this code here, like give me a MATLAB analysis. Okay, okay, so this is the code. This is the code which I have. This is the channel ID. Okay, and this IFTTT URL, it has to be taken from here. Just go for the profile, my services. Okay, you click webhooks, click documentation, and you have a URL here. You just copy this one. Okay, you just copy this one, BG. You just come for this. You have to paste it here. Okay, you have to paste it here. And then like the read API key, the read API key for this channel. Okay, 6, this is RKD, this is the read API key. So I'm reading field 1, fields 1 and field 2. So if last value, if humidity is normal, okay, it just displays the message. Humidity is normal. If it is more than 78, so it gets a ThingSpeak URL. strcat stands for string concatenation. A concatenation of this API things channels field 1, it just take the read the field 1 and field 2 and converts that value to double. Last value 1 will convert the value to double. If last value is less than 75, humidity is normal. If it is greater than 78, humidity is abnormal. 34, temperature value is normal. More, is greater than is greater than 34, it is temperature value is abnormal. Temperature value is normal. Save and run. Okay, save and run. So if you check here, like you will get the output here, as well as on the mail. You will be receiving mail on okay. So this is the webhook. So I have configured this output now. Let us check for the output. So I have forgot to give this event name. So copy this event, change this name as DHT11. Okay, copy this one. Okay. So save the program, save and run. So check for the channels. So we're getting data here like So I'm checking for this. Okay, let me show the demo. Like, let me check whether I'm getting the. Let me show the demo. Okay, so I'm checking for. Okay. So I'm checking for the file. Okay. Okay. So if I check now, like if I check the value, like this is the value which I have received, like 95 is a gas sensor value. So message one, like I'll. So I copy this value and I display on that display. Save and run. So this is the value which we are receiving now. Humidity 89 and temperature 38. Let's check for the fire. I'm checking whether I'm getting receiving email or not. So I have got the email, like the data is 40. Okay, so let me show this. So whenever you got, like so I'm showing the fire now. Okay, so it's taking some time. Okay, so it is increased to 39. Okay, so it's taking some delay. So if you check the mail, like so it takes 2 to 3 seconds of delay to receive the mail, 2 to 3 minutes of time to receive the mail. Okay, so the next mail is not received, but we receive the mail here, like the value. So I'll explain you the MATLAB code, and then we can, like the channel ID. The channel ID is the same thing, and IFTTT URL you have to copy from here, the documentation part. Okay, from the documentation, from my services, from the documentation part, you have to copy this one. You have to give the event name here, and then like ThingSpeak URL, like you have to like this is to read this URL channel ID. Okay, this is to read this URL, and if last value is less than 75, if last value is less than 75, like humidity is normal, greater than 70, then it is abnormal. Okay, so it sends a message. The bright of IFTTT URL will send a message. If 34, if temperature value is 34, is greater than 34, then it sends a temperature value is abnormal. Okay, so this is the code for, this is the MATLAB code which you have to store it in MATLAB analysis here. Okay, MATLAB analysis, and channels, like you could see my channels, like you click ESD NodeMCU, like you got the MCU details here. Okay, you got the humidity data. Okay, so fresh. Okay, so with this I close the session. Thank you so much for your time. Thanks